Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of West News on this Friday, March 6th of 2015. Whew! Wow. It is hot in the desert. Who knew? Anyway, to get things started, let's check out what's been going on. Congratulations to Mrs. Sturgeon's, Ms. Richardson's, and Mr. Carter's success classes for dominating the box top competition and winning pizza parties and those delicious Dairy Queen ice cream cakes. As a reward for their hard work throughout the year up to this point and in preparing for iStep, the 6th grade academy had a block party on Friday. Students were able to visit a board game room, watch movies, enjoy Starbucks while they read and relaxed, decorate cookies, or head to the gym for a sport shoot-around. Ms. Collier said it was a very successful event. The cadet and JV color guards competed at Northview over the weekend. The cadets came away with a silver rating, and the JV crew placed 6th and also brought in a silver rating. 7th and 8th grade girls basketball hosted Paul Hadley at Bell East on Tuesday. The 7th graders beat the Pioneers 43-30, boosting their record to 9-6 on the season. Paige Dorsett led scoring with 22 points. Maya Chandler brought in 11. Marlena Kemp had 4, and Leslie Piercy and JC Shepard both contributed 2 points. Coach Floyd said the team played a complete 4-quarter game, and the team is peaking at the right time. He added the coaching staff is very proud of the hard work and dedication by the players this season. Artesian Wrestling traveled to Indian Creek on Wednesday night. With the score 44-42 in favor of the Artesians, the Grapplers gave up the last 3 matches, allowing the Braves to take the meet 44-60. JV winners on the night were Larry Bland by technical flaw and Logan Brinegar. Winners for varsity were Isaiah Flores, Ben Dalton, Jaden Lohorn, Camden Hitchcock, Colton Ford, Boyd Johnson, Micah Dodson, Lucas Martin, Griffin Stein, and Caleb Blakely. Coach Mariani said great matches were wrestled by all, with outstanding matches coming from Isaiah Flores, Camden Hitchcock, and Caleb Blakely. He added the matches that were lost were hard fought. And now it's time for another West News student feature.
Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm in 8th grade. Pretty good so far. Yeah. A lot more work. It's a lot harder, I guess. Not much of a difference, really. Pretty good so far, yeah. No, our first competition is after spring break. In English, we're doing Roman mythology and all that fun stuff, and math, a whole bunch of complicated crap. I guess just hang out with friends if I can. Usually, I don't have much of a life, to be honest. Just school and karate.
The best people don't.
Yeah.
You like to read, but only when you have a good book?
Yeah.
What's your favorite book?
Probably Divergent. I really love that. I'm reading the series right now, so it's pretty good so far.
Have you seen the movie?
Oh, yeah. I think the book is better, but that's the first time I've ever said that.
You go fishing.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fishing spot?
My old neighbor's house, they have like 3 ponds and catch a lot of bluegill and bass and stuff. Sometimes we fry it, but most of the time I throw it back. Since the summer before 6th grade is when I started playing trumpet. Okay. Like in the beginning of the year, it's marching band, and then whenever like football season and everything ends, then it's concert band, so transitions. Probably pep band, like being able to perform and stuff like me and Michaela have and everything.
Okay.
I like that. I love karate. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I just love it. It'll be 3 years in April.
Cool. And your belt?
I'm a red belt. I just got it last week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I have one more belt to go after my red belt, and then I test for my black belt.
Nice.
A 10th degree is the highest, but yeah, black belt is up there. It was actually after my dad passed away. I needed something to keep me busy, and my neighbors, they do karate, and I found an interest in it because I used to watch them, and so it keeps me busy, and I like it a lot. So probably like band and all the other activities I'll be able to
Like what?
be in, like A-team and maybe BPA and stuff like that. That's hard. I don't know, really. I kind of want to be a pediatrician, because I like children, but I don't know, we'll see. Cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. Like an investigator or whatever, like a coroner. I think that'd be really cool, because like I'm interested in that type of stuff, and like going to crime scenes and scoping them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. There you go.
A little raspy this morning.
Thank you for joining us, Sarah.
Did you look in the mirror and say, yeah, I look good today?
And now, here's what's coming up at West Middle. Tomorrow morning, Artesian Wrestling will head to Indy for the Franklin Township Invitational starting at 8:30. On Monday the 9th, the annual Scholastic Book Fair kicks off.
Where can you visit a Parisian site or talk for hours on a moonlit night? Where can you survive a killer shark or chase a villain in the dark? Where can you go on an Egyptian quest or try to fail your magic test? It all happens at your Scholastic Book Fair, a place where you can find the books that you want to read. Your Scholastic Book Fair, it's the place to be. It's where you can open a world of possible.
Also on the 9th, 7th and 8th grade girls basketball will host Decatur Central right here at West, starting at 5:30. The next NJHS meeting will be the morning of Tuesday the 10th at 7:15 in my classroom. That night, all choirs will perform at the choir concert here at West, and the Circle the State Choir will be featured. All that gets underway at 7 o'clock, and Miss Dehoff will be opening the book fair before and after the choir concert. On Wednesday, March 11th, there will be a call-out meeting for any 8th grade girl that is interested in cheering in high school next year. The meeting will be held in the West Middle Library starting at 5:30 p.m. and will cover tryouts and the upcoming football season. Parents are encouraged to attend as well. The next student council meeting is on Thursday the 12th at 7:15 in Mrs. Allison's room. Also on Thursday, staff, our third 9 weeks grade bucket opens up. And that night, Artesian Wrestling will compete in the Morgan County Tournament at Paul Hadley starting at 5 o'clock, and 7th and 8th grade girls basketball will host Monrovia at Belle East starting at 5:30. Staff Character Counts nominations are due to Mrs. Selch by Friday, March 13th. The featured pillar for March is Fairness. On Saturday morning the 14th, Artesian Wrestling will travel to Franklin Community to compete in the Junior Mid-State Conference Tournament starting at 8:30. And that same morning, the cadet and JV color guards will head to Center Grove High School to compete in the divisional finals. On Tuesday, the 17th, 7th and 8th grade girls basketball will enter into the Junior Mid-State Conference Tournament. Tip-off is at 5:30 with a location to be determined. Report cards will go home on Thursday the 19th, and the West Dance Club will meet that afternoon right after school. As I mentioned earlier, the Scholastic Book Fair will be getting underway on Monday and will continue throughout the week until Friday. And Miss Dehoff will be opening the book fair on Tuesday night before and after the choir concert. Ancient Egypt is the theme this year, hence the news from the dunes. And we've invited a couple of authors to talk about some books you might find at the book fair.
Bonjour, I'm Lisa Schroeder. Have you ever dreamed of going to Paris? Of strolling under the Eiffel Tower? Of eating French pastries and drinking hot chocolate at a sidewalk cafe? Or maybe going to the Louvre and seeing the Mona Lisa? This is the dream that Nora has in my book, My Secret Guide to Paris. Nora's dream was about to come true. Her grandma Sylvia worked in the fashion industry and was going to take Nora on a trip for her birthday. Sadly, her grandma was in a tragic accident. But don't worry, it's not a sad story. Nora discovers a pack of letters to be opened at different places around the city of Paris. And Nora learns that her grandma had planned a big treasure hunt through the city of Paris. Letter by letter, each place will reveal a secret piece of the puzzle. And along with Nora, you will learn the importance of connecting with the people you love.
Your journey to Paris begins at your Scholastic Book Fair, where you will find My Secret Guide to Paris.
When the two men entered the tavern, all heads turned. In the glow of oil lamps, everyone could see the men were tired and dirty from traveling hard. They would also notice that one of the men had a broken leg. What they didn't know was that this man was John Wilkes Booth, and that he had just assassinated President Abraham Lincoln. Most of us know what happened at Ford's Theater in April of 1865, but few know what happened after. From the moment Booth leaped onto the stage, the chase began. It became a manhunt that lasted 12 days, and during that time, we will learn of a conspiracy that planned to bring down the entire government. This is the fast-paced story of one of the greatest chases to occur on American soil. It comes alive with actual photographs and first-hand accounts. When you read Chasing Lincoln's Killer, you will find yourself caught up in one of the most thrilling pursuits in history, Chasing Lincoln's Killer by James Swanson. It all begins at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Over 5,000 years ago, in ancient Egypt, people began writing things down using pictures. This kind of writing is called hieroglyphic. Each symbol has a meaning. When archaeologists discovered these ancient symbols on the walls of tombs, they had no way of reading them. Then, about 200 years ago, archaeologists found a stone in Egypt, a very large, very old stone. They called it the Rosetta Stone. It had the same message written on it in 3 different languages. One of those was hieroglyphics. Scientists could already understand the other 2 languages, so it was just a matter of decoding to figure out what the ancient symbols meant. Imagine writing your homework in hundreds of little pictures, or better yet, let's have some fun with it. Get into groups and create your own picture alphabet, kind of like your own hieroglyphics. Substitute each letter with a symbol. Once you create all 26 symbols, write a sentence using these symbols instead of letters. Now trade papers with another group. See if you can decode their sentence. It's a great way to hand secret messages back and forth with your friends. But just don't hand your homework in hieroglyphics.
What is Zoram's favorite song?
I don't know. What is it?
I only have eyes for you, dear.
That's a camel. Here's something to think about. Despite popular belief, that's not water in those humps. No. Camel's humps are actually made up of a fatty tissue that helps regulate body temperature. And now, here's what a jackal sounds like. And that's all from me. Don't forget you can follow West Middle on Twitter at WestArtyPride, and you can now follow West News on Twitter at West Middle News. And you can see this episode as well as previous episodes and other videos at youtube.com/westmiddlenews. And while you're there, you might as well subscribe to our channel. And as always, if you have any ideas, suggestions, or announcements for West News, let me know. Hey! I'm Pharaoh Smith. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday and an even greater weekend.